says a lot that coffin making is a booming business in many countries in Africa. In those hardest hit by AIDS, some communities see several funerals a week. The pandemic continues claiming more lives each week than the number of Americans killed in the entire Vietnam War. In this community in Zambia, the battle against AIDS is being fought by individuals, like Seti Mwanza. She may not look like a soldier, but Seti and others like her are making a huge difference in what once seemed an unwinnable war against AIDS. Seti is a community caregiver, armed with compassion in her heart and a caregiver kit in her hands, full of the things she needs to help her neighbors who are suffering as a result of AIDS. Seti cares for Verinas Banda, Vere, several times a week. The contents of the caregiver kit allow her to keep Vere clean and comfortable to lessen the chance of a dangerous infection. Seti visits Vere to help with the basic care she can no longer manage herself, and to be sure her 2-month-old baby, named Innocent, is cared for too. All over this community and in others in Africa, Asia, and Latin America, local volunteers have stepped up to ease the suffering and prolong the lives of those stricken with AIDS. They're able to do it effectively because someone in America cares enough to help.
If we didn't all do it, who would?
Churches put together caregiver kits, filling them with needed supplies. From your hands to theirs, you can equip and support those on the front lines.
I get encouraged to hear that there are people in America who also have love and compassion for those who are sick. So I get encouraged so that I can as well help the sick.
There is cotton in the kit. There is face towel.
The kit contains practical items such as soap, washcloths, and jars of petroleum jelly, things that aren't accessible or affordable for most people here. Sometimes supplies are left behind, so the patient or their family caregiver can use them as needed.
Mulungu akudalitseni inu. God bless you and your family. His power and love will bring hope and peace.
Each kit also includes a handwritten note of encouragement, a treasure.
And these words, they give me strength and blessings.
Flashlights, which are called torches here, allow caregivers to visit critically ill clients at night. Without streetlights, or even streets in most cases, Dinah knows it can be a dangerous trek.
It becomes very difficult for me to go and visit a client at night without a torch, because at times you can even step in a ditch and fall down. At times you might meet a snake. You cannot see it. It can even bite you.
They are such simple items, things most of us can easily pick up at any drugstore.
It may look simple to our friends back in America, but to us here, in Makungwa specifically, it is a great gift, and we value it greatly.
These gifts allow the caregivers to bring comfort, and even more important, dignity.
They feel that they are still worth their life because somebody out there, thought about them and donated that for their welfare. So it gives a great positive help to those who otherwise, felt they were useless because they are fallen victim to HIV and AIDS.
I am encouraged because they come to see me and they are concerned about my life.
The caregivers aren't paid for their work. It's all volunteer. Seti is a farmer who raises vegetables and fruit to sell to support herself. She often uses her own money to buy things her clients need, such as milk for Vere's baby. In addition to the physical and spiritual support, the Caregiver Network also connects patients with professional medical attention. It's how Vere got to see a doctor at this nearby clinic built by World Vision. Caregivers set up appointments and arrange transportation, things most patients aren't able to manage themselves. Clinic visits, effective medications, and devoted caregivers have helped dramatically reduce the death rate from AIDS in this community. And as that death rate has fallen, so has the number of children becoming orphans. Families stay together, communities remain strong. That's what World Vision is working toward.
Hi, Lulu.
As a Christian relief and development organization, World Vision is dedicated to helping children, their families, and communities. Because of the many success stories, there is so much hope in this community. But there's also devastating evidence that this battle is far from won. Just 2 weeks after this video was taken, Vere passed away. Another precious life lost to AIDS. And that day, her baby, Innocent, joined the 15 million children around the world who've lost a parent to AIDS. The relentless pandemic orphans 6,000 children every single day. Vere's death underscores the urgency of this crisis and how badly these dedicated caregivers need our support, prayers, and encouragement, all of which can be delivered through the gift of caregiver kits. These kits are desperately needed and so greatly appreciated.
Thank you very much.
But there aren't enough to fill the need. Seti says she'll press on. She'll do whatever she can to comfort the sick, prolong life, and as she did for Vere, bring dignity and the assurance of God's unconditional love to those in their final days. Those on the front lines of this war will continue to fight. Day and night, they'll bring physical and spiritual comfort to those who need it most. These are the Davids, standing up to the Goliath of AIDS, mere individuals. But thanks to you, they'll know they are not alone.